day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to work? I'm ready to work. Are you ready to work? If you are, then go out and prove it to me. Show me what you got.
So the Oakland Raiders are preparing for a very big game this week. They got the Miami Dolphins, who are undefeated this season, surging right now. They're getting great play from Ryan Tannehill, and the Oakland Raiders got to figure out how to prepare for this attack because Ryan Tannehill right now is on fire, as crazy as it sounds. But while the coaching staff has the players down on the practice field preparing for that challenge, the owner, Richie Rich, he's got something to take care of, man. You got to make sure you keep your players happy. You re-sign the players that you need to keep. And Khalil Mack, the NFL 2016 Defensive Player of the Year, is definitely one of those guys. Now, the two sides are currently not even close. Khalil wants the bag. He wants the extreme bag. And the Oakland Raiders will probably give it to him, but you know the game. Richie Rich got to go in there and offer a little, see if he'll take it. And the two sides hopefully will come to an agreement before Khalil Mack walks away from the Oakland Raiders. That's something they definitely don't want to see happen. Now, the scouts on the team, they got a busy week as well. See, now they can go out and start scouting college talent, and this is also a very important part of the game that you don't really get a chance to see when you just sit on your sofa and cut on your favorite NFL team. See, scouting out this college talent and trying to figure out what player is gonna don the silver and black next is a very important thing, man. One wrong pick, everybody will be laughing at you for years to come because you drafted Jamarcus Russell. Or the right pick could land you the next Khalil Mack, or who knows, the next Derek Carr. And that's exactly what the team was working on. And now we're going to get to the point where we get into the game, which I think was game of the week, Raiders versus Dolphins. I'll meet you guys down on the field.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Pro Bowler Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. They face off with Ryan Tannehill and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So we're down on the field where the Oakland Raiders have won the coin toss and elected to defer, and we're going to get a chance to see the surging hot Ryan Tannehill in the Miami Dolphin offense. Tannehill, 500 yards passing, 6 TDs and no interceptions through 2 games, and this quarterback who missed the entire 2017 season with an injury seems to be back, he seems to be healthy, and as a result, he's got these Dolphins looking pretty good. They look good. Now, things are obviously a little different for Tannehill. His #1 receiving target, Jarvis Landry, gone. His #1 pass rusher, I don't know if this is #1 pass rusher, but the big guy in the middle that clogs up the running lanes and takes 2 blockers in Ndamukong Suh, gone. Now, he got a couple of new faces over there, man. Obviously, Robert Quinn is going to join Cameron Wake, so that defense is still going to be as lethal as ever. Reshad Jones is back healthy, so the defense, we know what to expect. The offense, however, I'm kind of surprised at how well these guys have been playing, and maybe I jinxed them. They come out on this first drive of the game. They can get nothing going. The punt team comes out, kicks it over to the Oakland Raiders, and we get our look at their leader, Derek Carr, who started off a little rocky, kind of bounced back last game, and he's sitting here at 340 yards passing, 2 TDs, 3 INTs. I got choked up a little bit, but don't you worry, the Raiders are going to be fine. They come out on 1st and 10, look to pass. They've got Amari Cooper on a nice drag route across the middle. He's going to get enough for the 1st down, and that's exactly what Oakland looks to do today. They come back, 2nd down later in that drive, and this time Jordy Nelson on the slant route across the middle of the field. He's going to make the catch and get the 1st, and what do you know? That's a little bit of history right there. That's it's that 500th, the 5,000? I didn't get a chance to see it, but it's a milestone catch. for Jordy Nelson, and unfortunately, that's pretty much where the good news ends. Marshawn Lynch, some would say the heart and soul of this Oakland Raider team. This guy is from the Bay Area. His return to the Bay was like, it was huge. It was colossal for this team, and we see him jogging off, kind of holding his shoulder, his arm. We'll try to get an update as soon as possible. It doesn't look good. 3rd and 5 for Carr. Drops back in the pocket. Finds Jordy Nelson again across the middle. Carr is 4 of 4 so far. Looking great. The Raiders are driving down the field, and it's a next man up mentality as we get an update. It's worse than I thought it was going to be, man. It's a broken collarbone for Marshawn Lynch. He's going to be gone for a significant amount of time, and it's a contract year for Marshawn, who's a little long in the tooth anyway, so you got to wonder how the Raiders are going to approach that. 2nd and 12. That's Reshad Jones. I was just telling you, the Dolphins defense is still official. Reshad Jones introduces himself to Jared Cook right there. Jared holds on to the football. 3rd and short, and Derek Carr rolled out and was standing as though he was going to throw it left-handed. I'm sure he saw Amari Cooper wide open, and he couldn't turn his body to get position right to throw the pass. I don't know what happens there. He goes no huddle. This is crazy dangerous. On 4th and 10, they're going to run the same play. He's still looking for Cooper, and even then it took him a while to get turned around and face the right way. The Miami Dolphin defense said, we might have missed Amari Cooper the first time. We're not going to miss him again. They get the deflection, and the Raiders put together a really good drive, and they have to walk off the field with no points to show for it. If I know John Gruden, like I think I know John Gruden, he's not going to be happy about that. And it's still a 0-0 game. The first quarter is about to expire. The Miami Dolphin offense can get nothing going. And even though the Oakland Raiders got something going, they still got no points to show for it. 2nd and long for Miami. Tannehill throws it into the flats. He's got Amendola, who's actually having a great... See, I know it's only two and a half, 3 games in at this point, but Amendola has fit into this Miami scheme well. 3rd and short, they hand it off. Kenyon Drake gets past that yellow line, gets a few more yards before being brought down. He's about 10 yards away from the red zone, and this is the area right here where Miami can be dangerous. They really can be dangerous. Let's see what they do here. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill drops back, surveys the field. He's got a little bit of time in the pocket, throws to the sideline where the ball is knocked away, but the officials give Miami credit for a catch. This catch rule got everybody confused. But on 3rd and short, the silver and black attack gets to the ball carrier, brings him down for a loss on that play, and Miami scores first here in the 2nd quarter with a field goal. Now we get a chance to see that run game. Look, we was hoping it was going to be Marshawn Lynch, but D.Y. said, just give me the rock. I'll get it done too. And let's not forget about the newly acquired running back who was once a star running back at Tampa Bay, led the league in rushing, and I'm talking about Doug Martin. On 2nd and 6, Oakland keeps it on the ground. D.Y. with another great run. I'm going to tell you what they're doing. They trying to lull this Miami defense to sleep by running the ball. Expect a play action. Miami is going to fall asleep. I'm telling you, they're going to. 1st and 10, they go back to the run, and Reshad Jones comes in, lowers the boom, causes a fumble, and luckily, Martavis Bryant is right there for the recovery. Reshad Jones ain't playing no games today. Might want to run away from number 20. Just might want to. 2nd down, here's the play action. I knew it was coming, but unfortunately, maybe the Dolphins did too. The big fella Spence gets the Carr, bringing him down for a loss on the play. Oakland really likes the play action pass, and their whole offense is predicated on being able to run the football, which we've seen a little bit of success from, but not enough for it to turn into points. Oakland still sitting on 0. Miami sitting on 3. Just over a minute to go before the half. That's a beautiful dime of a pass from Ryan Tannehill. Straight down the seams. You guessed it. It's Amendola again. Danny Amendola said, maybe this is perfect for him. Now, after he left New England, he had some comments about it not necessarily being fun there in New England. I think he said something about wanting an explanation for why you know who didn't play in the biggest game of the year and all that other good stuff. Maybe Miami is the perfect spot for Amendola. Devontae Parker, this guy was expected to step up really big and really be what Jarvis Landry ended up being for Miami. And maybe this is the year that he breaks out. There's 3rd and 6. Tannehill operating from the gun. Looking as though he wants to scramble out the pocket and throws a dime on the run to the sideline. Ryan Tannehill is so dangerous because he's mobile, but he still keeps his eyes down the field, and he can still deliver that dime as he just showed you. Right here, he can't get away from Khalil Mack. This is exactly why Richie Rich wants to get this guy re-signed. Khalil Mack backs the Dolphins up. 2nd and goal. You see Tannehill, he can't get away from the pass rush again. This time it's Hurst, the defensive tackle, getting to him, bringing him down. And it's 3rd and long. but 3rd and goal. It's about 22 yards away. And as you can see, man, these guys rush back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to get the spike off, stop the clock with a second on the clock, and they get another field goal. So the first half comes to a close. I don't really know what to think about what I'm seeing. Like, I feel like Oakland is playing better ball, but they got no points to show for it. So the Raiders look to score to start this 3rd quarter off, but here it's a backer lurking that seam route that the tight end was on, and Reshad Jones is a all-pro safety for a reason. Not only is he out here cracking heads, a great bait right there. He jumps the passing lane, gets the interception. Interception so far, man, that's kind of been the only thing. You're looking at this Raider offense, and the only thing that's been hurting them is the turnovers, and that's another one there. It was just a great play by all-pro safety, and Miami takes over in great field position. Now, they haven't been able to get into the end zone, and the streak continues. Great stop right here by the Oakland defense. Give these guys all the credit they deserve. Like, they really have not allowed the Dolphins to get into the end zone at all, and again they hold them to a field goal. So it's a 9-0 game here in the 3rd quarter, and the Raiders got to get something going. They need to complete a drive with no turnovers, no bonehead play calls, and they need to get in the end zone. I don't care, kick it through the uprights, do something. 1st and 10. Doug Martin gets a little bit of running room, picks up about 5 or 6 on the play right there before being brought down, and you can see time of possession favors the Oakland Raiders. They just don't have the points to show for it, and quite frankly, it's kind of frustrating. It's kind of frustrating to watch. Carr checks it down. That's what I like to see him do. Instead of attempting the more risky passes, checks it down to the halfback. He continues to drive. Now, later in that drive on 3rd and 6, that's the play action. I told you they like these play action plays, and they got receivers that are speedy, they're talented. They like to put them on those deep post routes or whatever. They will set it up with the play action. That's exactly why they cannot abandon the run. They got to stay, running the rock. Doug Martin right here getting a few, 2, 3, 4 maybe, I don't know. 3rd down, here's another play action. They go to the air, and Cook can't bring it in. That's great defense. Is that Reshad Jones again? Come on, man, leave 20 alone. Reshad Jones is not to be played with. The Raiders do, however, finally get on the board with a field goal, and it's only a 6-point game. Like, it's only a 6-point game. It's 9-3. It looked like a crazy baseball score here in the 4th quarter when you get a chance to see Derek Johnson getting in the backfield, jumping on Ryan Tannehill's back. We're going to test to see if he's healthy. He just missed the whole season. We're going to see. We're going to put a helmet on this guy. We're going to hit him and see if he's healthy. Derek Johnson actually played the running back, realized that it was a play action, and just had the awareness to run right by the halfback, get to Tannehill and bring him down. That's a hell of a play. 3rd and long for Ryan Tannehill and the Miami Dolphin offense. Tannehill drops back, the pressure's on, and he just barely gets that pass off, but he gets blowed up. Oakland Raiders, you have a chance. 4:30 on the clock here in the 4th quarter, and they want to set up the run. Doug Martin might have gotten 1 or 2, and it happens again. He got nothing, they say, and he trots off the field awkwardly. The medical staff is waiting on the sideline to take a look at the guy. Sheesh. They might have to put John Gruden in at halfback. Like, I don't know what's going on out here. D. Wash is the only healthy halfback on the field right now. You can see the frustration on Doug Martin's face on the sideline. He wants to be on the field helping his team, and he just went down awkwardly there. Got injured. D.Y. says it's okay, I got you. Picks up a few yards to make a manageable 3rd and 7. They're not going to convert. You already know. Gruden wants to go. It's 4th and 2. All you need is 2 yards. Let's see what play they run. Carr in the gun. Drops back. He's got Bryant wide open across the middle, and I don't know what. It's no pressure on Carr. He's set in the pocket, and he throws it at the defender's foot on 4th and 2. That's tough. That's tough. And the Raiders turn the ball over, giving the Dolphins good field position again. Now, I know somebody's going to watch this game and say they shouldn't have went for it. That's hindsight. Yeah, after you go for it on 4th and you don't get it, of course you should have went for it. But the guy was wide open. He was wide open. This is Derek Carr, too. It's not like it's a quarterback that don't, have pretty good accuracy. Now, Tannehill keeps it right here. He goes down awkwardly. I told you the Raiders was going to test that injury. This looks to be something different, but Tannehill reaching at his ankle or foot or something. He's going to go ahead and come out the game. It might not even be that serious, but I'm sure the Dolphins don't want to risk it. They don't want to risk it, and you see he's gingerly limping towards the sideline. The medical staff is going to take a look at him, but the Dolphins were able to put another 3 on the board. The field goal kicker out here is looking like player of the year for the Dolphins, but maybe that's all it'll take. It's just under 2 minutes to go. You're looking at this game like the Raiders can't get anything popping. Maybe they can come out here and win this game off field goal kicks alone, but finally we see signs of life from the Oakland Raiders. Beautiful pass right there toward the sideline. Martavis Bryant, that's his first reception of the game, and that's crazy. Leading up to this game, he probably had been one of the best performing wide receivers on this Raider team. They go back to the air, throwing it high to Jordy Nelson. That's what he's here for. You get the big body, you can throw it high point it, and let him make a play. On 1st and 10, they come back across the middle. It's Martavis Bryant. I told you, the Raiders like the play action pass. It works here. Bryant gets in the end zone and fakes as though he's going to throw the ball in the crowd. I guess he know the Miami crowd wouldn't want the ball anyway. We might have ourselves a game here. I'm sure the Raiders are probably just going to go for the extra point. That'll make it a 2-point game. If they can somehow get the onside kickback, get in the field goal range, a field goal will get this game out of the way. It'll be a great win for the Raiders, but as you can see, the Dolphins got the hands team out there. Parker dives on the ball right there. He's going to reclaim it. The Raiders, however, would get one more chance. Defense made a stop. It's 15 seconds on the clock. It's 3rd and forever. It's no timeouts remaining. Carr throws a bomb down the field. Amari Cooper runs underneath it with nobody to beat. And Reshad Jones makes a touchdown-saving shoestring tackle. And if you're John Gruden, man, you're going to take this game film. You're going to show your team just how many opportunities they had, just how many points they left on the table, and you're probably going to chew out a few people. You might even cut some folks out. I mean, look, John, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. If it was me, I would probably cuss a few people out. The Miami Dolphins get a win today. It wasn't pretty. I'm sure they don't care, though. It's still a win nonetheless, and the Raiders still got some things to iron out. They got some things to figure out. Now, hopefully they're going to get Doug Martin back. Surely they're going to be without Marshawn Lynch for probably the duration of this season. We got to check up on that. But anyway, folks, that is all I got for today. It is KspadeTheProspect signing off from Miami, Florida. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor, bang that like button. If you're new to my channel, hit subscribe. I'm out until next time, folks. Peace.